Hi guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Easy Things to Draw, and I'm going to talk a little bit about charcoal again. I did that intro to charcoal video, and I went over the eyeball. If you want to see that video, I'll link it somewhere on this page or in the description. I'm going to go over the mouth now with charcoal. Charcoal is, let me talk a little bit about charcoal. A lot of people consider charcoal kind of the bridge between drawing and painting. I think that's why they teach it to you in class, you know, use those, although I will say, sometimes they have those vine charcoal sticks. I hate those. I think they're trash. Not really. I mean, I guess they're good, you know. But if you've ever tried those sticks of charcoal that are they're really light, you can just blow them and it'll just blow off the page. I really hate that about them. Plus, they're messy. I like this, you know, much more. It's a charcoal pencil, and you whittle it back all the way with a razor blade to show a lot of the lead, and then you can, I believe, use sandpaper to smooth it out. But I think that's a much, much better way to draw on larger paper. Currently, it doesn't really apply here because I'm going to be drawing on small paper. So, but I will talk to you about the differences of using charcoal than pencil. The reason I think they consider the bridge is when you're using charcoal, you're thinking tonally. You're thinking in values instead of line. You're not thinking linearly, you know. So right now what I'm doing is a mouth, the front of the mouth. So if you think of the mouth, and I've done a video for this before, but I'll go over it again a little bit. The mouth can be kind of simplified several different ways, right? Kind of like so. You have this I think it's called a philtrum on the top. I forget. Sorry, I didn't research it. You can break the mouth up into segments itself, into geometric segments. If you were to think about it like maybe like a video game or something, like polygons. There's two fat pads on the bottom, and they kind of dip in the bottom. Obviously, this depends on what lip type you are, because different lip types, you know, are different. So, but right now I'm going to draw a very generic lip type right now. I'm thinking in shadow. I'm thinking of just the shadows, especially if the light comes from above, because 9 out of 10 times it's a single light source coming from above, at least within art. You know, in reality, I guess there's light sources coming from everywhere, right? Sides of the mouth here. And I'm thinking very tonally, again. Not thinking in line at all. So let's just say I do that. I'm all on the side of this pencil, the broad side. And now at this point, I might actually kind of go in. I might do that actually. To be honest, that's kind of my main value. Then I'm going to go with secondary value by being really light on it. I might even rub my hand right here, my finger. Not too much because, I mean, I guess I'm doing it a lot right now. But the thing is, the oil of your hand kind of sinks into the paper and it will kind of screw it up in a way. You might not be able to erase it. And I'll start pulling out harder edges, you know, and I'll go over stuff I went over before. You know, there's when I'm doing this, I'm thinking of 3 edges. I'm thinking of a. Let me see if you can see this here. Yeah, I'm thinking of a hard edge, which is basically a line hard. I'm thinking of a firm line, firm. Whoopsie, firm is in between there. Maybe something like that. So hard. Firm is in the middle, and then there's soft, which is a very broad edge. Soft. So hard, firm, and soft. That's pretty much the only thing I'm thinking about when I'm doing this right now currently. Probably gotta throw firm up here somewhere. And usually where it pinches on the side of the mouth, I throw in a little bit of kind of some more darks here because it's pinching. I'm going to throw in some hard edges right here. And I might actually gradate it up. Again, some pinching down here. So this is going to be probably the darkest portion of it, would be above. Depending on male or female lips, I mean, that will vary as well. If you want to make this a male lips, you can, and I don't know, this is again just a style thing. You can kind of darken underneath the lip itself. You know, if it was female lips, you would darken the lip, you know, the lip portion more. This, it can be either or as well, it depends. It's actually too dark, in fact. I gotta throw some more darks up here to even that out. I mean, honestly, in some ways you could kind of leave it as like that's a sketch right now. You could do that. Or if you want, you can kind of go up to the Filtrum area, throw a very light value, rub it with my hand here. Right there, rub it with my hand, very light. I'm trying, actually the lighter I want to get, I hold further back on the pencil as well. Like when I really want to get dark right there, sometimes you just can't help but be really dark when you hold it the front of the pencil. Hold it more to the back. Kind of rub it around. And then I might use an eraser to pull areas out. Throw a little bit more firm over here on this side. Try to get it more gradation. Honestly, this could be it at some point. You know, you could just leave it as is. And then you would, if you wanted to continue, you would continue to refine over and over. The mouth is a little bit easier than the eye, I guess, because there's a little less going on. The eye has reflections, the iris, things like that. The mouth doesn't really have that. Even though the mouth is more malleable in terms of its expressions, just it in kind of just a single state is not more complicated than the eye. You know, the eye is much more complicated to do. Plus, kind of the soul of the character comes out in the eye. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not as much, you know, at least just in this form, again, just generic version. And this will work for the side view as well. Let me move this over and try to do a side view. A side view would be something like, if I want it to be tonal, again, side of the pencil, or charcoal pencil, yeah. If it's looking that way. Hopefully that you can tell what that is. You can really be... This is another reason, by the way, why people like charcoal. It's very fast. You know, I mean, you can get an impression very quickly. You know. It's harder to render full-blown. Like, a lot of finished drawings are not done in charcoal because, for one reason, it kind of fades over time a lot quicker than pencil, than graphite. You know what I mean? It's really, I see charcoal as more of an exercise tool, and I think that's why it's used that way in schools. It is really the training ground. It's not meant for finished stuff. But I've seen some amazing finished stuff. But like I said, again, you know, in like a year or two, not really a year or two, actually, it takes a few years, it starts to fade and look cheaper than, let's say, the same drawing in graphite. So again, it will always, I think, be a training tool, as I think it was always intended to be, you know. So that'll be the mouth from the left side. Anyways, that's just like a quick touch on, you know, kind of intro to charcoal and in terms of drawing the mouth. I'll probably do another one for the nose and one for the ear as well. So thanks a lot, guys, for listening. Sorry about that. Choking up here. Thanks a lot, guys. Please subscribe to this channel. Share this video if you can. My channel's exploding right now. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to kind of hear your guys' opinions as well. I really have made a couple of friends on here already, so feel free to message me on the comments or even send me a private message. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later.